Sanmanan. As there's an old Hermetic saying that says, as above, so below. Um, it speaks to a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of different planes. For the dirty amongst you guys, it is, does the carpet match the drapes? Does the carpet match the curtains? It does. There's always this plane, this correspondence, this alignment of what happens above and below. Get fine, guys. I've been following this whole P. Diddy saga as closely as the next person. I followed the whole Harvey Weinstein, or Epstein, sorry, not Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, now I'm messing up people's defamation of character. I followed the whole Vince McMahon saga as well, and now with all these things coming up with Sean Diddy Combs, it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. And it always comes in a funny time. It always comes in when other certain names start popping up. This thing was relatively dormant until P. Diddy and Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, started clashing over the amounts that she had filed for. Then Kudlu came out to Guti. He was sexually assaulting her. Kudlu the trafficking. Kudlu the settlement. Think about it from a Jeffrey Epstein situation again. Donald Trump is running for president. Kudlu this. Think about it with Vince McMahon when his receptionist, she's wanting the money that was due to her when she resigned or was terminated. Kudlu, sexual assaults, kudlu, all these things. And again, it just has me thinking about the world we're living in. As above, so below. We love jumping on social media platforms and judging these people. We love it. Watching all these things about Diddy, people are like, yo, it was always dodgy. These buses full of girls going to these places, these what-whatty. As it, guys, we will judge a politician for being corrupt. Meanwhile, when you're drinking and driving, when you are driving above the speed limit, when you are not wearing a safety belt and get stopped and pulled over by the traffic cops, you're happy to bribe them. You're happy to be corrupt. Understanding with your drinking and driving can cause deaths. Understanding with you driving at above the speed limit can literally cause deaths. You could run over people. Understanding with like there's so much dirty, disgusting things breaking the law that you do, but you happy to say, "I'll pay Ramaphosa 25 million." You putting people's lives at risk just as bad, But like, of course, you never see the fucking log in your eye. You can see the little splint in other people's eyes, but you can't see it in your eyes. All these fucking girls that went to these Diddy's parties. Now, you knew you were going to a fucking predator. It was known in all these places. I see so many girls going to all these parties. Guys, I've been invited to them. You go there and you go, this is actually not a place for my energy. And you leave. And the next time you get an invite, you never go back there. There's so many people that go to these places. They've been going to the Playboy Mansion for years. Now they want to, we were drugged. The fuck? You go to these all-white parties. I'm not talking about to the layers. I'm not talking about the ones that you know. I'm saying you go to these random all-white parties and there's cocaine there. What were you expecting? Nazareth, what were you expecting? These places where as you walk in, they take away your phone. What is it that you're expecting in that place? If you know that you're not meant for that, then go. All of a sudden, you have all these artists that are saying, Diddy's dodgy. You were there trying to get a record label, knowing full well that this guy is dodgy. There's all these things that have come up about this guy, and yet you knew. But when it suits your narrative and you want to get a record deal and you want to be in these parties and you want to get into an entertainment world, you find going there. You want to go do these sexual orgies. You find. It's like these chicks that go to these conkas and stuff, sit with these BE fat cats, knowing full well what's they know this shit. They fucking know this shit. But also this basuke yuche, uno 50 rand in her purse. She's there, pulls her mom away, shy happy, VSOP, sure. And then she's shocked. Oh my god, he touched me in a what the fuck were you doing there? What were you doing there? When is your own personal responsibility and accountability going to kick in for your shit actions? These girls get the most horrific things happening or happen to them. And they are happy to shut the fuck up as long as they get paid. Where's your morals? Where's your principles? If someone, God forbid, touch wood, did something to my kids or allegedly did something to my kids, and then the guy comes to me and says, no, let's settle out of court for 10 million. You put your what in where? With who's what? Let me tell you something. It'll be a cold day in hell. Cold day in hell where I'm willing to take financial compensation versus you rotting in fucking prison. Versus you rotting in prison. If I got raped, if someone who I love got raped, and I need to take money instead of real justice, like, give me money and then you must get raped with a broom. Okay, sure. Like, guys, this is so painful when people are going around, oh, let's settle out of court. You just said that the guy sexually harassed you, sexually assaulted you. You just said, then why are you taking money? And say, nah, I'm successful in my own place. I've got my own cash. I need you to go to prison. You need to go to prison, one, because it's the right thing to do. Secondly, we don't want you to use that financial influence to go and assault other girls, to go and assault other guys. But abantu are happy to put money ahead of morals, ahead of principles, ahead of values. No, guys. No, guys. Siyanibona nihamba ama-club. Excuse me. Siyanibona ningena kule moto eyibabayo. Siyanibona. And then when things don't go your way. I know personally females who have been sexually assaulted according to Penson's definition and what I thought and what I think the law is. But because she got a bag afterwards, she's like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, sissy, go to the cops. Now she's got a bag. Now she's got a weave that ends up being in, and it's fine. If that guy was broke, and did the exact same thing, she would have gone to straight to freaking police station. It's the same with the whole sexual harassment in the workplace. You know, if it's a good-looking guy, you know, if it's a guy that all the girls like, and he says, ooh, look at how you're dressed, looking sexy. We are blush, we are blush. Oh my God. But if it's that guy that you don't think is, then what is this thing then? You know, all of a sudden, when Prince Harry and Prince William are part of this whole, they were also part of the Diddy mansion, now Diddy must get raided. We've known that Diddy does dodge things. We've known how many like little girls and little guys have come out saying Diddy has done these things. But we still, every move I get fine on Kelly, guys. The problem is us as society. As above, so below. The problem is us as a society where we have no fucking morals. And we are okay with this type of shit. God knows if Diddy invited you to those mansion parties, you would have been the first person there. You would have been the first person there. Shazonke is immoral. Got the Masetti, now he's out all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, no, Diddy, I can't believe this. Oh my God, Vince McMahon shitting on kids, or not on kids, shitting on his receptionist. You were there. You know, he called it Monday Night Raw. That's what she got. Oh, guys, as we sit there and we think over, Diddy likes to do things with little boys. Okay, Diddy is allowed to be homosexual. Diddy's allowed to be bisexual. Diddy's allowed to identify with whatever sexual orientation he wants. As long as it's within the law, that is perfectly fine. However, when he starts doing things that lack morality, that is when you need to now start saying things. When Diddy started dating Lori Harvey, after his son was dating Lori Harvey, that's where I said, I'm good. I'm good. When the guy in his early 50s is dating a girl who's 20, your son's ex-girlfriend, from me, I decided to say, I'm good. If people can check my Twitter, my old Twitter stuff, my old post, the moment that came out, Diddy started doing things with his son's ex-girl, I was saying, morally, I don't align with P. Diddy. I am out. I am out. You know, Whenever I see these things, I look at my moral compass and I say, will I continue and shift and ignore, all the things that I think are wrong, or will I stand on principle? My big problem that we currently have now is that even with the whole, what's her name, Dryer Michelle, you guys know what she's doing is immoral. You know that her sleeping with a 22-year-old baby is immoral. You know this. Why? Because her son is 21. You know how these girls move. You guys act like you don't know. You guys have amnesia. Oh, we don't know. She's at the end of her sexy personality phase where she's making money off her looks. She's at the end of that. Now, she's now trapped. A 22-year-old baby who's worth 10 times her. I think this guy's worth like $6 million US. He's at the beginning of his journey. This guy is worth 6 million. Dryer's not worth even $1 million, according to Google. This guy's worth 6 million at the beginning of his journey. In about 3 to 5 years' time, this guy might be worth 25, 30 million. And Dryer, selling her body, where will she be? Will she be able to earn via these shows that she was doing? No, you know it's not true. So she's trapped this guy, and this is now investment. We know this, but it's cool. When we saw Jada sleeping with her son's friend, when Jada was sleeping with her son's friend, who was sick physically, emotionally, and mentally, and the son took his friend home for healing, when a mom died, decided to sleep with ingane. You guys do this, men and women alike, knowing full well it's immoral. You do it in your own fucking lives. There's guys that I know that are in their mid-40s that are sleeping with 20-year-old girls. Guys, like, you're thinking, as above, so below. As above, so below. People are just chasing money, even if it means it's at the cost of their virtues, if it's at the cost of their principles, at the cost of their morality. And when the top guys do it, when the guys above from your politicians, when the guys above from who you put on a pedestal as celebrities, when they do it, you guys are quick to go on Twitter. These guys are disgusting. These guys are. When you do it to the lower level, it's fine. It's okay. When that guy who's sexually harassed you at work, but is good looking or drives this car or takes you out here, when he does that, it's fine. When the guy you don't like, it's horrible. Diddy started dating this fucking Cassie girl 2005, 2007, round about there. She was about 20 years old. He was about 40. Ain't nobody said shit. Knowing full well that she knows what she wants to get out of it, he knows what he wants to get out of it, both immoral at the same place. There you go, she's trying to get a record deal. There you go, she's trying to live this life. Diddy's trying to be with a young pretty girl. Same thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. But now, because it's how it's turned out, they've got kids and they've got what. Jay-Z with that little 18-year-old baby. To this day, Nick with that whole morality or immorality of how it started. But again, the problem is them, right? It's not you. It's them, right? Nina, with your virtue signaling, with all your morals, with going to Esontweni on Good Friday, Nina Nikrend. I'm watching these things. I'm watching the Epstein story, the McMahon story. I'm watching how they either disappear or die. Epstein just magically committed suicide in his jail cell. And you're like, this doesn't make sense. But when you start realizing, it's Prince Andrew that's in there, there's Stephen Hawking that's in there, there's Bill Clinton. but mean people that are, all of a sudden, these people just poof, die, disappear. You know, now what Diddy now on his private jet trying to run away, trying to... Why are they getting raided? Why are they not getting taken into to prison? What do you want to delete? As you guys, I'm watching this thing and I'm just saying, this is a mirror into society. This is what the society allows at the small, medium, and big. We allow it. We continue it. And this weekend, you guys are going to be doing immoral things. And it's fine because you are at the bottom. But when they do it at the top, it's disgusting. When they do it at the top, it's disgusting. You guys have all the words to say. But when it happens down here, who are we? Anyway, guys, that's just my little rant around this thing. But yeah, man, let's see how it plays out. Let's try and fix ourselves. Let's really focus on our shortfalls. Try and make sure that you can be the best version of yourself. If you're a father, be the best father you can be. If you're a boyfriend or husband, be the best boyfriend and husband that you can be. Work on you. Make sure that you do the best that you can do to clean out and to align from a spiritual and a moral level. We're in a focus on you and try and be the best that you can be before yes, but at the end of the day, the main focus is me. I need to be responsible and accountable for me, and I need to work on me before I can run and judge other people. Hope I'm making a better sense. If you agree, comment there. If you disagree, comment there. Tell me where I've gone wrong. Tell me where I can learn and I can also grow. Please share this video far and wide so the community starts growing as well. Guys, I really do, and I really want nothing but the best for you guys and for this community at large. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Sure.